to get organized. Getting there. Good boy. You stay right there. God, tell me. Well, we have. We have Jiminy recovering in the other room, as you saw. They did find the other testicle, but basically he's got scars, apparently, of both being spayed and neutered. I haven't uncovered him yet, but she said he had a lot of things. She had to go fishing. Okay, so, wait a minute. Okay. As to my general health and well-being, I've lost 8 pounds. I'm having to walk because I have no choice. Nobody around to help. And I now can walk up the 3 steps to the front porch without pulling myself up. So I am getting better, actually, because of all this nonsense. And if you can't find food that you like, you eat anything, which that seems to be working out well, too. Okay. So here we go. Some of these may be repeated because I kind of lost. It's been a very busy day. This is from Toto. His problems are leave it, off, and downstay. Toto continues to be a love. Some days better than others, and some getting into the car, but most days not crazy about it. Once he does get in, he's great. It's the act of getting in, even with coaxing with a treat, that's difficult. Happy Passover to those that celebrate. Okay. And then we have Cosmo. Recall when distracted, and he leans, and going upstairs would be all his problems of the day. When Cosmo is off leash and sees something he wants, to run after it. He has terrible recall. But we had that little chat afterwards, and it was better. But still not great. So we're continuing to work on that. On leash, he leans quite a bit. So we worked on correcting that. And it's much better by the end of our week. We also worked on stairs. Going downstairs, he's great. But going upstairs, he struggles with the placement of his paws, but with practice he's getting it. He is a great love and loves to cuddle, unlike Ruby. So that is a little bit of a change, but a good one. Ruby gets jealous sometimes, so she worms her way over for some attention. She even gets jealous when my dad is patting Cosmo, and she'll walk over even for a pat or two from him. That's from Laura. And this is from Tracy McNichol. Oz is great, growing like a weed. His recall is good. He likes to jump only on me for some reason, but getting better. He's such a love bug and will be a great partner someday for somebody. Okay, this is from Amy in Seagram. Oh, because she's got a dog here. Thank you so much for this incredible gift. Not only does Seagram help me walk, but she makes me laugh at least daily, often with her silliness as she rolls in the grass or runs zoomies. She is a blessing in so many ways. Be well. That's from Amy in New York. Long Island in New York. And then we have Devin with Penny. Much calmer at mealtime. Great on the stairs. And now, where are you going? Thank you. Great on the stairs, and now going to the door when she needs to go out. Wow. First time she went to the door on her own was funny. She suddenly bolts to the back door, like suddenly realized she had to pee. She's not a fan of going out in the rain at all. She and Sophie have become the best of friends. She was also super jumpy with traffic and trucks at first, but now doesn't even flinch if one goes by when we're out walking. That's Devon. Okay, this is Robin and Nova. Are they ready now? Oh. She's wondering if the pills are ready now. I can stop by after 7 tonight on my way home from work. So I might as well pick up some wet food for Nova if possible. Okay, so we should try and get some wet food down in there so she doesn't have to run around at 7 o'clock at night. Not much. Oh, here's the next one. Rigel. Car, wildlife, and carpeted stairs are her problems. No, the wildlife is better and the car is better. The carpeted stairs does not have a plus. Not much training done today. I didn't feel up to it in the morning when the weather was okay. Tried this afternoon, but wind started picking up and saw a little bit of hail. Hail. So headed back in. On the way in, we saw 3 deer running in the woods close by. Rigel froze and was very interested, but didn't even give chase. I gave her the come round command, and she didn't hesitate, probably more to the weather than anything else. She does not like the rain, and the wind just makes it miserable. Not quite as awkward on the stairs going up, but tries to rush it a little. That's typical. I did take her for a car ride for about 45 minutes, just checking out the area to see what's open and what's not. She is excellent in the car. Sorry we didn't do more today. That's Jackie. Okay. Judy. On the 8th, she said stairs, comma, much better with name recall and traffic. And then the 9th, dogs walking by, possessive, at a fair pace. Okay. Okay, this is a thing from Megan. Hey everyone, the dogs are all due for their monthly medication. We bagged everything up in the farm, at the farm, and they are all have their own little baggies labeled with their names on them. Dennis made a hut that's sitting in the parking pit. That is where you can find the medications. The bags have their flea and tick, heartworm, and allwormer. The flea and tick, I start at the back of their neck and go all the way to the tail. Heartwormer medication is in the syringe. You can make a peanut butter sandwich and cut it into small squares, and then drop the liquid on top of the bread and let it absorb. Then feed it to them like a treat. Some take it easily. Some will spit it out a few times, then eat it. And some you just have to force them to eat it, period. Hopefully everyone takes it smoothly for you. The allwormer, are pills. You can spoon feed them or put them into butterball or cream cheese and feed it like a treat. Thanks again for watching the dogs for us. Let me know if you have any questions regarding these medications. And then she says, should have added, it's okay if you can't get to the farm today for the flea and tick. I just want it spaced out from the heartworm. So when you ever get to the baggie, just give at least 4 to 5 days between you start with the heartworm. The flea and tick she thought was due the 9th, the allwormer the 14th, and the heartwormer the 17th. The heartwormer is basically 3 big drops of ivermectin. Not very much. That's what goes on this peanut butter sandwich. Okay, now from Simba. You'll notice I don't have any mail. It's probably down in the mailbox, but couldn't get it. Wet out there. Okay, still working on keeping his head off the counter when food is present and out of the dishwasher when loading and unloading. The worst behavior during meals is just standing and staring at the food from a few feet away. No longer trying to sample off plates. I would hope not. Down, stay, and recall are progressing each day. Down is especially good. Stay is good as long as I am in sight. So working on staying, especially when I leave the room. Recall's getting better. He still sometimes needs multiple calls before he comes from downstay. was much better on Puppy Hill. Puppy Hill. This week when I called him from long distance and he came right away. Stairs are good going down, except the urge to do the last few steps all at once. That's very typical also. Going up still needs some work. He will go step by step reluctantly, but looks at me as if he's saying, this is not very efficient. That's very true. Simba has been great house guest. He has his naughty moments, but he is generally very well behaved for a dog of any age, let alone a gigantic puppy. He's very gentle and affectionate, and we were all impressed with how quickly he adapted to the new environment. His puppyish behavior at times is hilarious for his size, but appropriate for his age. And in fact, he's very loudly squeaking his pink hippo toy in front of me right now to tell me it's playtime and to stop writing. That's from John. And then there's Nala with Maddie, and she says, load up, stairs, and focus are her 3 big words of the day. Does great with her commands and skills without distraction, working on focus around distractions and consistency. Very sweet girl. Was not a fan for the rain today. Did well with the training, and we did inside and spent most of the rest of the day cuddled up next to me. Okay. And there's another one from Laura. Cosmo. Stairs, leans, and recall. Ruby enjoys having a playmate to play with, but I can tell she can't decide if she thinks he's staying for good or just visiting. They play around the house all the time, and Cosmo tries to cuddle with her at night, and Ruby says, I don't think so. They run around so much in the open fields, which is very good for Ruby. She has been needing that. And that's all I have today. Okay. IDUNNO. He is off now. TRYTOMORROW. Question mark? Okay, so now I have to go to this other place. This thing. Okay, I did that. So now we need and the book. The book has sold upwards of 75 copies as of an hour ago. This is the signed, personalized copy that I'm working on as I sit in the other room. I think Reese did go home from Megan's. Please explain what you mean when you said he has scars from both being neutered and spayed. I have not seen the scars, but he had a problem in that he had only one testicle showing. So they had to go looking for the other one, and I don't know how big the incision was before they found it. Sometimes finding that other testicle can be horrendous. So the fact that she found it fairly quickly was wonderful. Jane Sladen, God bless. How uncommon is it for a dog to be neutered and spayed? Read the details, Jane. Okay? He had an undescended testicle and they had to go looking for it, and it was internal. Here you go. Last service dog project I recall who had an undescended testicle was Bruce. There you go. There's somebody who knows all about it. I gained the 8 pounds Carlene lost. No, I'm doing well. Bentley's sitting on chaos. If he was, then she'd tell him, I'm sure. I am sure. What will Chef make for tomorrow? Well, he's going to make chicken quesadillas. He's going to make barbecued chicken thighs. And salmon something or other. Just in case Bud needs it. And then there was one more. Oh, stuffed peppers. Special request. So the chef is cooking it at his house or someplace else. And bringing the fork. He said he'd be here around noon. Do I think there will be any issues with the dogs bonding with new recipients? I don't know. This does concern me, but there's not a damn thing I can do about it. Did I place my order with the chef? I certainly did. First things first. Hearing all the reports from the field, I find so interesting. The hosts are giving valuable information, but from another point of view. Thank you for reading them to us. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. Was there a new shelter made for the goats? No. No. Why are you worried about the goats? Why are you worried about those goats? If they're not in that stall with all the others, there is another stall you can't see right behind the wall. And if they're not in there, then they just want to be in the rain and leave them there. These are animals that are used to that sort of thing. The hut was made for meds and dropping off food and picking up food and things between the people, that we have to pass things back and forth, you know. It's very nice. It's very, very much like the one we already had, the purple one. Daily pup date. That's a good word. The daily pup date. That's a good word. Yeah, I ordered my signed copy. Can't wait to read it. It reads just at any rate. Hooray for your 9 pounds. Impressed with yourself. That you're moving a little easier, or is it a love-hate relationship? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Well, having lost the 8 pounds, I did this morning. In this kind of environment, you eat what's available and you don't waste a thing. So this morning I had some mixed vegetables, which had little chunks of carrots and green beans and corn and a couple other things. And I opened a can of mushroom soup, so I had a scoop of that. And I had 2 slices of beef, very small slices of beef, which I heated up by putting on my plate on the burner and just turning it on warm. And I mixed all that with a small quantity of spaghetti. That was breakfast. Then Dennis came in and he cooked up a bunch of eggs. Did he cook eggs? Was that today? No, he boiled a bunch of eggs. So I had 2 eggs with mayonnaise for whatever next meal was. So I don't know whether I've had supper yet or not, but I think I'll go and see what's in the icebox just for fun. Okay. So we all done. Going to turn it off and go. Bye. See you tomorrow.